Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hafiz and in today's video we're going to replace the top screen for the Nintendo DS. If you are new to the channel, do consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as you will help the channel grow. Thank you. Recently gotten this Nintendo DS for $5. Nintendo DS was released in 2004 and was the first generation of the DS family. The Nintendo DS is able to play physical cartridge from Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance. But a modern NDS will be able to play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, NES, SNES, Game Gear and Mega Drive games, which I will cover in the future video. Let's test and turn on this Nintendo DS. It boots up, the sound is loud, but immediately you can see that there is some damage on the top screen. Top screen has some dead pixel across the bottom of the screen. This is something that needs to be fixed. Let's test out the Nintendo DS cartridge. Here I have Mario 64 cartridge. Let's slot it in and give it a go. The touchscreen digitizer is working. The Nintendo DS is able to read the cartridge and the buttons are responsive. Let's start it up. The game is reading. Good, the Nintendo DS cartridge is working. Let's try the Game Boy Advance cartridge slot. Here I have Mario Kart, one of my favorite Game Boy Advance game. Let's tap and run the game. It boots up to the Game Boy Advance screen. Sound is loud and the game is playing with no issue. Good, the Game Boy Advance slot is working. So we only have to replace the top screen and possibly do a shell swap for this Nintendo DS. Often, a Nintendo DS with a broken top screen will be turned into a Game Boy Macro, which is a Nintendo DS without the top screen. This is a very popular mod among the Game Boy modding community, as it is the cheapest option as it only requires you to remove the top screen and solder a resistor to trick the DS thinking that there is a top screen. I will be posting a Game Boy Macro video soon, so don't forget to subscribe so you will be updated when the video is out. Personally, I will only do this mod if the NDS has a broken cartridge slot and a broken screen. Since the cartridge slot is working, therefore I'm just going to do a screen replacement for this project. Here we are in AliExpress, we will search for the NDS top screen. Now, sort it by orders. The more order would mean that the seller is more reliable. The NDS uses the same top and bottom screen unlike the other DS model, which makes it easier for you to find replacement. Let's place an order for this NDS top screen. It has been 8 days since we placed the order. The screen has been nicely wrapped and delivered to Singapore safely. This is the tools that will be required for this project. I will leave a link in the description for all the tools that I use for this project. Alright, let's start. Start by removing the 4 plastic screw covers on the top shell. Do remember not to lose them as we will need it later during the assembly. Next, using a Triwing screwdriver, remove the 4 Triwing screw that is holding the shell. Next, using a pry plastic tool, pry the edge of the plastic case to open up the top case. Take your time with this step. The housing shell can be a bit brittle over time and it might break easily. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 Phillips screws on these 2 points. Alright, the next step, flip the connector motherboard. We will now gently remove the ribbon cables. There are a total of 3 ribbon cables to remove. This first ribbon cable here is for the screen. I find it is easy to remove it with your fingernails than the plastic tool. This second ribbon cable is the one connecting to the bottom motherboard. Gently pull the cable out. This will reveal the backlight ribbon cable, which looks similar to the one used on the PSP. Push both of the lock downwards to unlock the ribbon cable. Now that all the ribbon cable has been removed, lift up the connector motherboard and put it aside. Next, we need to gently peel off this ribbon cable that is attached to the bottom motherboard. This is so that we can separate the old screen. Once it's off, take out the screen spacer. Don't lose this, you will need this later. Using a pry tool, gently lift out the old screen. Here is the new screen. Let's install it into the top shell. Place the screen firmly into position. Put back the screen spacer. Next, we'll fold back this ribbon cable and stick it to the back of the new screen. Use some Kapton tape to hold the ribbon cable in place. Next, we will attach the ribbon cable back to the connector motherboard. Do ensure that the ribbon cable is pushed all the way in before locking it in place. Next, we will put in the backlight ribbon cable. Push the cable all the way in before locking the 2 bills to lock the ribbon cable in place. Next, attach the screen ribbon cable onto the connector motherboard. Next, we will screw back the two Phillips head screws. Take the upper screen cover and press it in place, making sure that everything is closed nicely. Open up the DS. We will screw back the 4 Triwing screw to close off the top shell. Last step, insert back the 4 rubber screw cover. I will definitely do a shell replacement for this Nintendo DS in the future. What color would you get? Do leave your suggestion in the comment below. Now, let's turn it on. The new screen looks fantastic. It is so satisfying. Repair success. And there you go guys, that's how you replace a new screen on your Nintendo DS. If you have found this video useful, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as you will really help the channel grow. We have just crossed 400 subscribers and are very grateful for all your support. With that, as always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe everyone.